This is an attorney that is actually representing a landlord that's getting sued by this very same tenant for over $10 million. The attorney is saying that this tenant made false accusations against this landlord. Now, and then gave me the scenario of pretty much what happened and asked me if that same situation happened to me with her or anything remotely close to it. So this tenant is actually a great tenant. She was my tenant for almost 8 years. Back in 2016, she actually called me up during a snowstorm. It was pretty late at night, stating that she didn't have no heat. I was still in the office. I went over there with one of my guys. But this is when I went over there after I had called the tenant above, below her, and next to her to see if they had heat. And they all had heat. So I couldn't understand why she didn't have heat. So I immediately get in my car, take a 40-minute ride for something that normally would take me 10 minutes because of the snow. And when she opens up the door, she's not dressed appropriately. She's wearing a New York Knicks jersey with her cleavage sticking out of the sides. I don't know if she had shorts on. She had slippers on. So I tell her, hey, listen, I don't feel comfortable walking in there. You're not dressed appropriately. You need to get dressed. She gets angry and she says, hey, you can't tell me how to dress in my own apartment. I says, you're right. But I could tell you I refuse to go into your apartment if you're not dressed appropriately. So she then says, fine. I said, well, when you get dressed, knock on the window because I'm going to be outside shoveling with my guys. So I go downstairs. Sure enough, she knocks on the window a few minutes later. And as I'm going up the stairs, I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. How cold can it be? You're walking around half naked. Now I start to get angry. So I don't even go back into her apartment, knock on the door. I walk back down the stairs. I get in my car and I leave. Right? So she calls me up on my cell and she's screaming at me, how dare you make me get dressed and then leave? And I says, well, you should be dressed if it's cold, number one. Number two, obviously it's not too cold because you're walking around half naked. And number three, any future complaints about heat, call out the heat complaint line, dial 311 City of New York. And when they give me a violation, I'll go and address it. And then I follow up with an email that night, send her a certified return receipt letter the following day, as well as a first-class letter. This particular landlord that's getting sued is getting sued by her because she's claiming that this past winter, again, similar situation, she made a complaint about no heat. Landlord went there and he walked in, didn't leave the door open, which I always advise landlords to do, and apparently according to her, made a pass at her inappropriately. So the point of the story is this. This was a great tenant. This tenant actually left the place vacant. She left it clean, immaculate, never was late with rent. Never really had an issue with her with that, with the exception of that one time. So what should I do? Because this landlord, this attorney is asking me to go testify in a deposition and even offered me up to $500 an hour plus transportation costs. Put your thoughts below. I'd love to know what you think. Take care.